Keir Starmer entered number 10 with promises of change and a fresh start for Britain, but just 100 days into his leadership, chaos and scandal have already taken over. From questionable donations to scrapping key policies, even his own party is wondering, does he really have a plan? Let's dive into the turbulent first few months of Starmer's government and what it means for the future of Labour. When Keir Starmer took office as Prime Minister, expectations were high. After years of Conservative rule and countless calls for change, Starmer seemed poised to offer a new direction for Britain. But, barely 100 days in, his government has been hit by a barrage of scandals, leaving many to question whether he and his team were truly prepared to lead. One of the biggest criticisms comes from officials who served during the Blair-Era, the last time Labour was in power. They argue that Starmer's team entered Downing Street without a concrete plan for governing. An official was quoted saying, "It's unforgivable to come in without a plan of some sort," suggesting that the Labour leadership is drifting aimlessly. This echoes complaints that Starmer's government has been slow to deliver on its promises, focusing more on damage control than on actual policy. One scandal that has dominated headlines involves donations Starmer received, including expensive clothes and even the use of an £18 million flat, supposedly to help his son study for his GCSEs. The optics of accepting such luxuries, while making tough decisions like cutting winter fuel payments for pensioners, has struck a nerve with the public. Starmer eventually paid back £6,000 for Taylor Swift concert tickets and clothing rentals for his wife, but the damage was done. Labour figures like Angela Rayner and Rachel Reeves also came under fire for accepting gifts, and the rules surrounding donations had to be tightened in response. The situation only worsened when it was revealed that Starmer's Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, allegedly intervened to provide Taylor Swift with a full police escort for her Wembley shows. While Cooper's office denied these claims, the public backlash was immediate. It painted a picture of a government more focused on celebrity ties and perks than on addressing the needs of ordinary citizens. Another controversy came with the fast-tracking of Labour-connected figures into public jobs. For instance, Lord Alley, a Blair-Era appointee, was given a temporary pass to number 10 without any official government role. Critics pointed to cronyism, accusing Starmer's administration of favoritism, yet another blow to a government that promised to stand for transparency and fairness. Perhaps the most concerning issue, however, is the perception that Starmer's government is lacking any real direction. John McTernan, Tony Blair's former political secretary, bluntly said that the government is drifting and has lost control over media and messaging. After a strong election victory, many expected Labour to hit the ground running, but McTernan believes the momentum disappeared as soon as Parliament went on recess. Since then, the government has struggled to regain focus, and the public's confidence has waned. Polling data only reinforces this sentiment. A recent YouGov poll found that nearly half of Labour voters are disappointed with the government's performance so far. Many are feeling buyer's remorse, unsure if the promises of change and reform will ever materialize. For a prime minister who came into office with such high hopes, this is a critical moment. Starmer himself acknowledges that these first 100 days have been tough. In a recent interview, he described the experience as choppy, but expressed confidence that his government could course correct. His supporters are hopeful that with tightened rules on donations and a reset in leadership strategy, things will improve. Yet, for many in the party and the country at large, the question remains, is it too little, too late? It's clear that Starmer's government faces an uphill battle. While scandals like the donations and Taylor Swift police escort grab headlines, the real issue might lie in the lack of a cohesive vision. Without one, Starmer risks losing not just the public's trust, but also the support of his own party. Keir Starmer's first 100 days have been far from smooth, leaving many to wonder if Labour can recover from this chaotic start. With scandals piling up and questions about the government's direction, the coming months will be crucial for Starmer's leadership. Can he pull it together and deliver the change he promised? We'll be watching closely. Thanks for tuning into the fame journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth political breakdowns. And let us know in the comments, can Starmer turn things around, or is this the beginning of the end for his government?